Brown, retired engineer, has saved around 1,200 types of apples from extinction over 25 years. Two pictures stitched together from the Nazi rally at Reichserntedankfest make you realize how enormous it was. Till that baby owls sleep down on their stomach because their heads are too heavy. They do that until they are large enough to sleep upright. A train car in Minnesota carrying corn leaked. Finnish Lapland trees covered in snow. A rare color photograph by Albert Kahn of the original Moulin Rouge in Paris, a year before it burned down, 1914. A piece of the moon and a piece of Mars in the same hand. A teacher in Taiwan uses his artistic ability for an anatomy lesson. A statue of Nikola Tesla at Niagara. This cafe right next to the border of Belgium and the Netherlands. Drab apartment building made less drab. Southern Italy, maritime pine grows from the bridge over the Alento River. A bridge built by nature itself. Punkaharju Ridge, Finland. The supermoon in a radio telescope. Majestic Lebanese cedar tree growing in this English garden. Makunik is a remote region that was once home to ancient dwarfs. Here's a normal-sized boy next to a dwarf's abode. Endless snow-covered forest in Finland. The Xoloitzcuintli is an ancient Aztec breed native to Mexico, once considered guides for the dead on their journey to the underworld. A sculpture made out of old CDS. Tiger walking through algae. Backpackers' weight distribution. Sunrise during a solar eclipse. Forest noise amplifier. Certain fish skin can be grafted onto burns and diabetic wounds. The material recruits the body's cells and is converted eventually into living tissue. Sunset on Mars. Caveman survival guide. A spring that flows through a living tree. That is how a bear looks like without fur. (1991) Escaping the pyroclastic flow from the Mt. Pinatubo eruption. This clock works with the position of the sun. Tracks in a flooded mine. Looks otherworldly. This katana made from 4 billion-year-old meteorites. It's called the Sword of Heaven. Baby bird that looks like a pine cone. Sunset on Mars. Best view yet. NASA. Meet Narnia, a rare two-faced cat. Found in Sri Lanka, this male adult elephant was the first scientific record of dwarfism in the wild. He measures at just over 1.5 meters, 5 feet, in height. Giant groundsels, prehistoric plants found on top of empty Kilimanjaro. Rare polka-dotted zebra foal photographed in Kenya. The sheer detail put to this Cthulhu sculpture. Lawrence Brooks, America's oldest living World War II veteran, 111 years old. The absolute size of this cattle-eating crocodile, caught in Australia. This baby penguin, which looks like an angry kiwi fruit. Joe Arity giving his toy train to another inmate before he is taken to the gas chamber. The happiest prisoner on death row, an innocent man with an IQ of 46, used to spend his time playing with that train. This huge rainbow in Iceland. Ohio State University waited for students to create different paths and paved them after. How truly large the Mississippi River Basin is. Robert Wadlow life-size replica statue and shack standing next to him. After visiting every gallery within a 200-mile radius and receiving no from all of them, a man known as My Dog Size lost sight of his dream. Banksy's stenciled rat inspired him to try again, with a different approach. He's now one of the most respected street artists in the UK. Hermit crab in a glass shell. This Australian built a tricycle that allows his disabled wife to go for bike rides. A 40,000-year-old steppe bison skull that was well preserved in the Alaskan permafrost. A Serbian soldier sleeps with his father, who came to visit him on the front line near Belgrade, circa 1914 to 1915. A skeleton adorned with jewelry as found in a European catacomb. In 1925, a deadly diphtheria outbreak affected the lives of 10,000 plus in Nome, Alaska. With the weather too harsh to fly in the antitoxin, Togo the Husky lead the sled dog team that delivered the serum, traversing 674 miles at 12 years old. The Kia is the only alpine parrot. Albino Indians. Canadian passports under a black light. The shadow of a cougar catching its prey in the Superstition Mountains. Only showing for a few days a year. This person restores unrestorable, old photos, and the results are impressive. Credit, Michelle Spalding.